How did an over 3 hour movie with a bunch of physicists talking sell out on physical media? In today's physical media news topic video, we talk about how Christopher Nolan just might have saved physical media. Then we get into a massive rant on why streaming and digital are still inferior to a physical copy. And of course, we get into how the community and Hollywood could save physical media in the future. So let's talk about it. But before we get into that, if you love collecting physical media just like me and want to be a part of saving physical media on this channel, go ahead and bombard that like and subscribe, and of course that notification bell. That way you create a chain reaction to keep you entertained and informed on the latest physical media topics. Of course, leave in the comments below, do you prefer physical media to streaming and digital, and why? So first, to get into the news and details of Christopher Nolan championing the Oppenheimer physical media disc release because he did an absolutely amazing job. Hats off to him. Just really respect him as a creative and a filmmaker, and just how he's now supporting physical media, because he was telling people out there you had to go buy this movie on the physical disc to protect against the evilness of the streaming and digital services out there. You had to pick this one up because you didn't know if you got this one on digital that if one day it would poof and be gone and you would lose it. You get the physical copy, it was going to be on your shelf. And that was the next best way to watch this movie after the theatrical experience. Of course, theatrical experience to me was the best way to watch Oppenheimer. There was something about the big screen, IMAX, that sound system. That was definitely a magical experience. But if it's no longer in theaters, what's the next best way? Of course, being on a 4K disc. And you could see that how Christopher Nolan would talk about this movie and how he would promote it. And so this movie sold out on disc for like a week. The week it came out, it was sold out everywhere. We had the Icon edition at Walmart. I believe that one's still out of stock. You ain't getting that one no more. But then just the standard 4K disc was sold out everywhere. And I think it's now back in stock. So if it is on Amazon again, I will link that in the description below. But it was just amazing. When is the last time we heard a physical media disc was sold out? Like, they did not predict that they would have to produce even more copies of this one. That is absolutely amazing that the demand outpaced the actual quantity they manufactured for this one. That is great. They underpredicted how much Oppenheimer would sell on the physical disc. And once again, it's all due to Nolan promoting this one and actually really taking some time and care into this one. I heard the 4K transfer is very good here, and you get over 3 hours of spectacular bonus features here. You got behind the scenes stuff in there. You get to hear these people talking about the movie, and that is absolutely amazing. I wasn't a massive fan of the movie. I liked it well enough. Like I said, I had a magical experience in the theaters, but it wasn't one I knew I had to pick up on physical disc until now. Hearing that the quality was so good, these extra special features, it definitely whet my appetite and really tempted me. So I actually might pick this one up in the future. I think I'll wait for a little discount there. But still, I mean, Nolan has won me over on this physical purchase. He's won a lot of people over on this physical purchase. And you just think, I mean, this is amazing. Maybe this is the new renaissance of physical media collecting. But now we gotta get into a massive rant on streaming and digital. So time for a mega rant! And wow, so happy to see that physical media has won over streaming and digital definitively in this Oppenheimer situation here. It was amazing that people thought they still own digital copies. There's people out there that think they own a digital copy when they purchase a movie digitally, but now people are seeing they're disappearing everywhere. There was disappearances of people's like Sony store. Movies were disappearing out of there. Streaming services, we've been noticing movies disappearing, even originals on streaming services. You name it, we've been seeing stuff disappear on Netflix, Max, Hulu, you name it. Stuff has been poofing away because they do not have the movies forever. It's all about licensing rights. It's all about what they want to keep on their servers when they want to show these movies. And sometimes they just don't care no more about a movie and it's gone forever. That is terrible. That is awful for the arts. That is awful for these movies. I mean, just the history preservation here of film. I mean, that is so awful. And I think people are really starting to realize it here. I mean, more than just this collecting community. I mean, the collecting community, we know we've been loving and supporting this physical media for a long time now. But I think other people out there are starting to realize it. You got the physical disc in there. You gotta have it on the shelf. You can watch it whenever you want, and you're gonna be able to keep it for a long, long time. Now, maybe in the future something happens to that disc. Maybe there's a natural disaster and it gets ruined somehow. I mean, nothing's perfect, but the chances are you're gonna be able to have that disc a lot longer than a streaming and digital copy. It's just streaming and digital is so volatile for the movies they're keeping on there. It's just that's why I started collecting physical media and have loved it ever since. Every time I have a favorite movie of mine, I know exactly where to find it. I can watch it easily, have a great time, and also get amazing quality transfers, great special features to really dive into the movies and learn about the films themselves. And it's just great now to see Nolan champion physical media as well. I mean, you get a big name kind of star that is saying the good things about physical media as well. What we all knew in the collecting community, but having our voices along with something that's, very high profile, like a Christopher Nolan, really talking about the importance of physical media is a game changer out here for this industry, in my opinion. I think this can create a whole snowball effect here, and that is absolutely amazing because to me, streaming and digital keeps going down the drain. It just keeps getting worse and worse every time we see a movie disappear, and then every time we see a 4K achievement here with film. It just shows the importance of physical media. So yeah, some people with streaming and digital, they still don't get it. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. Maybe we're losing film fans out there, and people just want the convenient, cheap, easy option. Maybe that's what it's all about here, which is something all entirely. But still, just to see a win for physical media, changing the game out there is absolutely amazing. But I don't want this to be at the end. I don't want this to be the one win and now where everybody's back to the streaming and digital. No, I think there's a path forward where we can change mindsets, where we can get more people on board with physical media collecting. So let's get into that plan next. Now to talk about what this community and Hollywood can do going forward to ensure physical media is safe for a long, long time. And let's kind of follow this formula here that Nolan showed that actually really worked. Let's get these high profile directors actually promoting their movies on home video. Who would have thought? An amazing idea, right? Well, if Nolan can do that, why can't we get other directors championing their movies, whether it's a Wes Anderson, a Denis Villeneuve? I mean, all these great name directors out there where I'm probably pronouncing half their name wrong, but it's okay. These directors can definitely promote their high profile movies on physical media when their discs come out. I mean, come on, Greta Gerwig with Barbie. Let's promote that even more. Even though she probably doesn't need help because Barbie sold amazingly. But still, you get what I'm saying here. All these directors that are well known out there, you get them behind their movies. I think they're going to sell a lot more than them running for the hills, not even associating with the movies. We won't get into, the Marvel fiasco situation over there and all of that. But I mean, if these directors can get behind these movies for home video, I think they're gonna sell a lot more of them. I mean, you see these actors go on these talk shows to promote things. Why not have those moments of promoting home video and not just stop with the directors? But as mentioned, actors can make a big difference as well. Let's throw in the actors there. Let's throw in writers if they're high profile enough. I mean, let's throw in these creatives that are faces of movies. I mean, Nolan is a really big name, so people really recognize him and connect with him. So it doesn't just work for everybody that's worked on a movie, but if you can get a high profile name out there to back the movie, multiple high profile names backing a single movie to home video, I think it's going to sell a lot more. We're going to have more of these occurrences of them selling out like Oppenheimer did, right? So they're going to produce more movies. They're going to sell more of them. Studios are going to make money. Customers are going to be happy because now they're going to discover the amazingness of the physical media disc experience. Because I think that's a big part of it too. A lot of people don't understand the difference in the 4K disc experience, right? Some people still call everything a DVD out there. They just don't know the experience because they've never experienced it themselves. But if we can get people promoting home video, going up against the streaming and digital services out there, and once again, I'll stream and use streaming services once in a while, but it's not my go to. And for a lot of movies, it definitely should not be the go to. I mean, I usually use streaming more for TV shows than anything else. I don't collect a lot of those on physical media. I definitely should, but that's where I use streaming. So it's not like streaming is the worst thing ever. I'm saying never stream ever in your life. Never look at anything digitally. No, like it has its place, but I also want people to be aware of the amazingness of physical media, of that experience. And for a movie like Oppenheimer, a 4K disc, that's really the way to go and can really give you a way different experience at home than I'm sure just streaming it, where the quality gets degraded, the sound's compressed. I mean, no bonus features to really dive into the filmmaking of this one. I mean, it's going to give you a whole different experience out there. And if we can get these creators sharing the good word, I think we truly can have a renaissance time for physical media collecting out there. I think physical media collecting is going to rebound a little bit. Hey, vinyl records can come back. Books have been around for thousands and thousands of years. I think physical media can push a little bit more to stick around a little bit longer if we all champion it together. But those are just my thoughts and opinions right now as of this recording. You guys got to let me know your thoughts out there in the comments below. What do you think is the best way to champion physical media? Do you think more directors and actors getting behind promoting their movies on home video will really make a big difference in the future? Or do you think physical media is destined for a doomsday no matter what, and the time is going to be here sooner than we all think? Let's have those fun movie conversations down below. And if you enjoyed this physical media topic, bombard the next video right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters.